Good morning, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is Red, and welcome to my Wii U screen, I suppose. So, you already know what this project is. I just wanted to start here. Yeah, you saw the title, so no point in making suspense. I just wanted to start here on my Wii U menu because, hi, that's me. Hello. There's me walking around. Yeah, that's my Mamie. So, a lot has happened with the Wii U ever since Nintendo shut down Miiverse. Oh, poor Miiverse. I miss it. And mainly what happened here is that now instead of getting cool Miiverse posts about, all the games, well, Miiverse doesn't exist anymore, so we just get these generic Nintendo things. And some cool drawings as well, like, look at this. Oh, he's using the gamepad camera to take a picture of his face to make a Mii. And she's shopping, so yeah. And these are really cool, but I'm missing the community creations. It's not the same, So, yeah. And the Mii that I chose for this profile, the one that I'm gonna use for the channel, is Nikki. I just had to use Nikki because I really miss Swap Note as well. Like, it was so much fun to just send notes to random people on the internet. Just, go on a random website and just, like, get someone's friend code and start swapping cool notes. I miss that. I really do. Silly notes or just, like, something. But, of course, bad actors had to do their thing and shut down the entire online service, but yeah, that happens. Oh, shame. Shame. But anyway, the game we're gonna play is, of course, Pikmin 3. Again, you saw the title, so you know what's coming up. And first of all, the control scheme that I'm gonna use is the gamepad, just the gamepad. Because, well, when I got Pikmin 3, I got it for free with Mario Kart 8. And it was as soon as I bought my Wii U. And I never bought a Wii. I never had a Wii. So the Wii U was like my first console experience with the Wii. So when I bought my Wii U, I didn't have a Wiimote yet. So the control scheme that I learned to use was gamepad, and yeah, that's what I know how to use. I could try to use the Wiimote just to, get used to that control scheme, especially because I also want to do a let's play of the first two Pikmin games, and those can't use the gamepad, they can only use the Wiimote. But yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the gamepad for now. But anyway, here we have a little bit of story. This is the Planet Kopai. We have the narrator. So I'm just gonna let him talk. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna talk over him, because as I said in my update video, I'm not gonna repeat everything that I said there, because that was a lot of stuff. And I just want to do this to relax a little bit, and of course also give you guys a little bit of extra content. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to be like dramatic and give you guys the best sense of story I can. I'm just gonna try to have fun with this, and sometimes I talk over stories or whatever, and yep. I also love how scientifically accurate that is, and there they are, my 3 cinnamon rolls. I love them so much. Yeah, I love how scientifically accurate this is. How they use planets' orbits to launch further into space. That's just smart. And as you can see, like 279,000 light years away. That's a lot. Like, you can't do that without sci-fi. That means they're traveling at light speed. It would take 279,000 years to go from Kopai to PNF 404. And of course, something goes horribly wrong. The ship crashes, and we get this amazingly gorgeous title screen. Oh, I love that so much. It gives me chills. So many chills. Oh my gosh. So here we're gonna get introduced to one of our characters. His name is Charlie. What happened? I love Charlie, by the way. He's one of my favorite characters. Not that there are a lot of characters to be like, oh yeah, this is my favorite, I don't like this one. Yeah, there are only a few characters, and yeah, Charlie is a really cool one. I really like him. So he wakes up in this snowy place, surrounded by these yellow things, Where am I? Last thing I remember was... Of course, this must be PNF 404. So, there it is. Also, the gamepad has some sound effects. Charlie to ship, do you copy? This is your captain. I repeat, do you copy? Unfortunately, I can't record gamepad footage because I don't have a gamepad capture card. And those are like super expensive. So I couldn't buy one. Hopefully one day I'll be able to mod one myself instead of just having to buy a new one. Like, of course, I will buy a new gamepad because mine is the special edition Zelda gamepad. So I don't want to screw that up by experimenting with stuff. But yeah, hopefully one day I'll be able to get gamepad footage. But for this one, let's play, I won't be able to show off what happens in the gamepad, which is a shame because a lot happens on the gamepad in this game. Like, it really is very, very good asymmetric gameplay. So yeah, like the touch controls and the map in the second screen, like, oh my gosh, so good. But anyway, Charlie managed to escape unscathed. But what about the rest of my crew? They could be anywhere on PNF 404. I've got to find Alpha and Brittany. I only hope they survived. You guys are so small that air resistance probably saves you from any kind of danger of falling, but I don't know. Here we have these yellow little guys. You know the game. These are Pikmin. They're yellow Pikmin. Yeah. So strange. Oh. And I'm actually recording this episode for the second time because I noticed that on the first time I smacked my lips so much. And I don't know if it's the distance from the game, from the microphone, but like it really bothered me how much lip smacking there was. So, I also have a glass of water here. Of course, it's really important to stay hydrated, so always stay hydrated, but hopefully the water will, you know, prevent a little bit of the lip smacking. Hopefully. But anyway, here we just have a little bit of a tutorial. As I said, I'm using the gamepad, so you're gonna see gamepad controls here. As I said, Pikmin 3 was the first Pikmin game that I played, but I did watch Pikmin 1 and 2. I followed Jugga Conroy as he was uploading those two. And so I am familiar with the franchise as a whole, but I've never played the first two games. And it's been so long since I saw the Let's Play of Pikmin 2, that any Let's Play of Pikmin 2, that I honestly don't remember anything about that game. So, yeah. Like, it's not really a problem at all. Like, I'm not gonna be too knowledgeable about the franchise or anything like that. So, here we have these mushrooms. We have to destroy them in order to progress. Also, we could go back and whistle the other Pikmin. Like, there should be a couple here and there. Let me see. So yeah, there are 30 in total, as you can see down here. We have 15 in our squad, and there are 30 in the field. So you can just come over here and start whistling them. But that really doesn't do anything. And all we have to do is move on forward past these mushrooms by using the Pikmin. Well, with the Pikmin's help. We don't really use them, they help us. It's a mutualistic relationship. It's not slavery, it's a mutualistic relationship. You know, like, there's rewards for Pikmin for helping us. And we also get, you know, good things by having the Pikmin help us. So, it is a mutualistic relationship. So, these guys right here are fuzzy vampire darkness dudes. And a lot of people think, I also used to think, that they couldn't hurt you at all in this little tutorial segment. But they totally can. Look at that. They're eating my Pikmin. And I only found out during my first take of this video that they can actually eat your Pikmin here. I legitimately thought that they couldn't hurt you. Now, you could just kill them by throwing your Pikmin like this. And then the Pikmin are gonna fight. And then boom, it's dead. They're not gonna give you any corpses. Because, you know, this is a tutorial when we don't have an onion nearby. So they're not gonna do anything. But yeah, they can totally kill all of your Pikmin. Yeah, see? Now I don't have any Pikmin at all. Charlie is alone. And they can also kill Charlie. Now, in order to end the tutorial, all you have to do is walk a little forward, maybe up to here. This should be the end of the tutorial. But another really cool thing is that Charlie can actually run out of health here. And yeah, these guys are weak to light. so you can use those mushrooms to deal extra damage. But if these guys attack Charlie enough... Again, this is another thing that I found out during my first attempt at recording this video. If Charlie ends up fainting, then yeah, the game just progresses as normal. So that's just a little bit of an interesting thing, because I legitimately thought that you couldn't even get hurt in this first segment. So, anyway. Having a nice drink of water to hopefully stop the lip smacking. Because that is super annoying to listen to. Oh my gosh. It really did tick me off so hard when I was editing that. Anyway, I just decided to do a second take. And yeah, I am like working on not lip smacking anymore. I am gonna have to... See, I did it again. I am gonna have to do speech therapy because apparently my voice hurts so much because my throat doesn't fully close whenever I talk. And it's supposed to. You know, like your throat is supposed to do a thing and move in a certain way. And it's supposed to close all the way, and mine doesn't. I actually went to a doctor to look at that. So I am gonna have to do speech therapy, and hopefully with speech therapy I can work on this lip smacking thing issue. But anyway, this right here is Alf. He is another cinnamon roll. I just love him so much. And he is the engineer. As we saw, he landed on water. Again, not really a problem because they're so small, air resistance would probably help them not die. And we saw that the ship, the Drake, actually landed nearby, so we're gonna have to look for it as Alf. I, as the engineer, will have to look for it. And this area right here, I didn't really recognize it in the few times that I played through this game, but yeah, this is totally an area that we come back to later. And here we have a fan favorite. It is a little bit of a tradition for Pikmin Let's Players to name Pikmin. And of course, I'm gonna play on with that tradition. Red leaves, they are called Steve. That's just a fact. You can't change that one. But, I don't know. I'll see what I can come up with for other things that Pikmin do. But red leaves, they're called Steve. Because there's always one red leaf that is completely useless. Like, it's just gonna stand there and get in your way. Or like, you're gonna see 100 Pikmin, well, 99 Pikmin working really hard on something. And then there's gonna be one red leaf that's just slacking off. That's Steve. So anyway, here we have a little bit more of the tutorial. I was gonna use the red Pikmin to take down this thing, which is an onion. And the onion is actually, well, I was hoping that it was fruit, but it doesn't appear to be edible at all, even though it is named after a vegetable. Nevertheless, the red fellows seem quite pleasant now that it's freed. And there's a good reason for that. Onions are Pikmin's homes. And... what are they doing? So you can do that. And I'm gonna use some speedrunning tactics here just to move them along a little bit faster. Because this is gonna take a couple minutes. Not really a couple minutes. My Copad! Thank goodness I found it! I can use it to locate the SS Drake. I also love how the voice acting works in this game. Anyway, if we walk over here, it's gonna be like, doesn't look like I can climb up that. There is no jump button. So we have to find other ways to get through obstacles. Like, you know, a fallen bridge. But yeah, I'm just gonna use a speedrunning tactic here, which is to just throw Pikmin, whistle them back, and then throw them, and also push them along, because it just makes this thing a little bit faster. You know, just a little bit faster. Oh no, I screwed that up. Yeah, it just helps them move along a little bit faster in this segment, because it does take a little while. Yeah, see that? And they also scream when you push them, so I just think that's so cool. I don't know, I love it. Anyway, they complete the bridge. There we go. Alf jumps for joy. And then we have to gather them again. Wonderful, the bridge is complete. Come here. Yeah, and I love the way Pikmin walk during cutscenes, because sometimes they like... I don't know, pathing is kind of weird sometimes, so... Anyway, we have our Copad back. Great, it still works, of course. I'd expect nothing less from Copad Engineering. I'll activate the radar application from the Copad screen and check my surroundings. So yeah, it's a good thing that we have satellite imagery, even though we don't have a satellite around this planet. But if we touch the apps thing here, where's the Drake? We can move the map around a little bit. Should follow that signal. As we can see, something's beeping, like a radar. And boom! Aha! The SS Drake isn't that far from here. Maybe the other 2 crew members are there as well. I'd best head in that direction. So let's do that. Hopefully, Charlie and Brittany are near the Drake, so, you know, we can just move on with our mission. Nope. Just one of you? No, you can actually do that. But you can just show this thing off, because according to video game rules, because there's a number 20 up here, we can see that we need 20 Pikmin and we have one trying to use it, so that's not enough. Oh, there they are. So this is the main mechanic of Pikmin. You carry stuff back to places, that's really all you do in this game. And when you carry stuff back to an onion, ooh-wee, excuse me, it's gonna pop out sprouts, which are of course more Pikmin. So I'm just gonna throw this Pikmin right there, and I'm gonna let him fight those. Let's call them white, how about, oh, there it is. So yeah, this is another red Pikmin, yay! Yeah, this is how you get more Pikmin. Ah, I see, so this is how these little creatures propagate. How incredibly fascinating. Yeah. I'm gonna call them white mole things, harmless white mole things. So what happened there is that... Oh, yeah, there we go, he's carrying it back. So he already killed these guys. Boop, boop, boop. Pikmin are gonna fight on their own if they're near something that they can fight. It's not always a good idea to leave them fighting something on their own. Because, you know, it's really easy for them to die. But white mole, harmless white mole dudes, they are harmless. So it's not a problem at all if you just toss one Pikmin near them. And, like, just toss a single Pikmin near them. And then just leave them. Just leave them to do their thing. So there we go. With this, we sprout some more Pikmin. As you can see here, this is another speedrunning tactic that you can use. You can just cancel the pluck. And that's faster. That's faster plucking. So yeah, just a cool little thing. I love how it looks. So I am gonna play around with it from time to time. Anyway, the number on the pallet's gonna show you how many Pikmin you will get from that pallet. One pallet, they're gonna give you an extra Pikmin. So you're gonna get 2 instead of 1. For whatever palette you carry back, but only if it is the same color as the Pikmin. Also, I'm not gonna keep using speedrunning tactics all the time. I just think it's fun to mess around with it for a little while, so yeah. Anyway, let's charge this box. We have 21 Pikmin. We need 20, so we should be good. And of course, Steve lets off. Wow, that one guy's just vibrating? That is weird. This is the second time that this has happened. Huh. Okay, anyway, well, now there are 2 of them vibrating. Okay, what's that? It's a yellow thingamabob. Don't you know yellow thingamabobs? Water. Make sure you have a drink with yourselves. It's very important to stay hydrated. Anyway, it looks like someone's left a data file here. Perhaps the Copad will be able to read it. I know, dude. Pretty sure it's alien technology. I don't think... Oh, you can read it. Well... there is actually a canon in-universe explanation that makes a lot of sense as to why the Copad can read these things. But anyway, excellent, the Copad can read this data file. So these creatures are called Pikmin, huh? This information might come in handy later on. I'll save it on the Copad's exploration notes. And so we are installing a new app. As you can see, we already have a third app. Well, second. Now it's a third app. That's the camera right there. We can use it to take pictures. It's a really cool app, I really like it. I don't think Captain Charlie wrote this data file. So who did? Could there be other intelligent life forms on this planet? Are you saying Pikmin aren't intelligent? Jeez, that is so rude, Alf. So rude. But anyway, this right here is the camera app. You just use the Copad to look around. And oh, hey guys. Oh jeez. Hi. Anyway, yeah, you can use it to look around. You can take some pictures. But unfortunately, we get this error. No, this one is, yeah, because I don't have a Nintendo Network ID linked to this account. So, nope, I don't want to register. Thank you very much. The pictures you take will be displayed on the world map. So, yeah, it's just telling you what happens. That was on the gamepad. Again, I don't have a way of recording gamepad footage. So everything that happens on the gamepad, I'm just gonna make a note of it. Like, oh, hey, this is happening on the gamepad. Because, yeah, again, I can't record anything. So we're gonna have to go through this cave. You can toss Pikmin at these mushrooms, just like we could with the yellow Pikmin and Charlie. But mushrooms don't give you anything at all. So it's a little bit of a waste of time to do that. And it's generally better to throw Pikmin at walls. It's not really faster, but when you rush them by using this and then pressing the charge button, sometimes they don't attack. Like you can see this guy right here, he's only kind of attacking because Pikmin can get in the way. Yeah, some Pikmin can get in the way of other Pikmin. Anyway, I'm just gonna throw that guy there because it doesn't matter. Whatever. That's the thing that I saw in a speedrun. So that was fun. There it is! The SS Drake! Good thing it has enough technology and smart AI or whatever to land on its own. The Copad isn't picking up any signs of life in the immediate area. Are you saying Pikmin aren't alive? What about the monsters that we saw? Like the harmless white moles. What am I supposed to do now? Oh. Ring ring ring, banana phone. Incoming transmission. Who could it be? Who could it be now? Alf, it's me, Brittany. Do you copy? I do copy, Brittany. Hello. Brittany, do you hear me? Thank goodness, you're the SS Drake, right? Yes, I am. I made it through the landing in one piece. The thing is, I'm trapped somewhere. Oh no! Can't you get out? No, she can't because she's trapped. And I'm stuck. Oh no! Brittany! We got cut off. I wonder how far away Brittany is. But at the very least, I'm thankful that she appears to be safe and sound. And I want to sing again, but I have to restrain myself. I can't even put ads on these videos, so no point. I don't care if I get a copyright claim. What's that strange sound? The sun setting, which could mean that nocturnal predators are starting to wake up. Oh no! I should probably get off the planet's surface for now. That seems like a smart plan, Alf. I mean, we don't know how dangerous the nocturnal predators are. Not that we saw any during the daytime, but yeah. It's better to run away and be safe and just come back in the morning than try to, I don't know, toughen it out in the middle of the night. Also, it's morning, so my birds are gonna be pretty loud. Hopefully they won't be too loud, but they probably will because they are birds. And here we get one of the most amazing tracks in the entire series. It's so calming and relaxing. So this is the end of the day. We're gonna see this little cutscene and hear this little song every single day, and I love it so much. But anyway, most of the supplies we brought with us from Kopai were destroyed in the crash landing. Shame. So now we only have 3 days worth of edible provisions left, which is not a lot of time. Starting tomorrow, I'll have to find some local food. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yep, there they are, being loud, being birds. So at the end of the day, we're gonna get a little graph of how we did and all of the events. So we can see right there that we got the onion, the red onion in the beginning of the day. We raised Pikmin as the day went on, and at the end, we found the Drake, and we consumed 1 piece of food, provisions, and we have 21 total Pikmin. And in the gamepad, you can actually use the apps to see what you did throughout the day, so that's really cool. But anyway, we were shipwrecked on this planet. Some creatures called Pikmin helped me find the SS Drake, but our cosmic drive key is nowhere to be found. Oh no, we won't be going anywhere without that. Luckily, I made contact with Brittany and we'll set out to find her tomorrow. When I took off on the ship, the onion took flight as well. Odd, but amazing. So here we already have a short-term goal and a long-term goal. Without the cosmic drive key, again, it takes 279,000 light years. Well, it is 279,000 light years away, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, there's no way that we would go back to Kopai without the cosmic drive key because we need sci-fi to travel through space, as far as we know. Again, lip smacking. Drink water. I've tracked down Brittany's signal. Right now, finding her is my highest priority. However, I'm also very concerned that our cosmic drive key is now missing. If I don't find that, the Drake won't be able to fly fast enough to get us back to Kopai. That would be very, very bad. Lip smacking. If I keep making note of it, it will be even more obvious. But anyway, here in the menu we have a couple options. Water. We can see that we can go to the Garden of Hope or to the Tropical Wilds. And if we try to land in the Tropical Wilds, this is where I crash landed. But exploration will have to wait for later. I need to prioritize fighting Brittany first. That would probably be a good idea. And we can also go to an earlier day. This is a really useful way of restarting the game without having to, delete your save file. So if I want to, I can just hit new and then go back to the tutorial. Oh. Huh. I never knew that we actually could have 7 days of... That's interesting. Oh well. And we can also go back to the main menu if we want to play some other game mode, but I don't want to. I just want to move on with day 2. And we're gonna restart. Okay, oopsie, be right back. Okay. So another thing that we can do in here while in the ship is this ability to check in, as you can see down in the corner. If we check in, we can, check in with the tripulation. I still can't shake this awful feeling that there was something more to our crash than we know. It felt almost as if some power from the planet's surface was manipulating our ship. Which is weird. It's definitely very weird. But anyway, I'm usually gonna try to do 2 episodes per video. I think that's pretty reasonable, given that how every day lasts for only 13 minutes. Come on, dude. You were being quiet for a little while. So yeah, 13 minutes per day, plus, a few cutscenes here and there. So it should be pretty easy to, stick to 2 days of video. Brittany should be around here. Something's flashing on my map. Maybe it's her. Brittany's flashing? That's not cool. I'm running out of sustenance, so I hope I find her before it's too late. But anyway, here we have the main the main core gameplay style thing that we're gonna see. So, these... Well, not these. This is the onion. We walk up to it, and then we can withdraw our Pikmin. So let's get every single one. There's usually not a good reason as to why we wouldn't have the maximum number of Pikmin every day. I mean, there is a reason why you would, but it's not really a thing that you see a lot. Press blah under the onion to do the thing. You can just start an application on the Kopai that lets me check the Pikmin status remotely. So, this is one of the best applications there is, in my opinion. I mean, there aren't really that many, but I just love Pikmin info. It's just so helpful. But there we go. And then what we do throughout the day is we try to raise our Pikmin numbers. That's really all we do. There we go, that should be enough. And then we boop, boop, boop. You 3 can do that. No! Carry back the mini mushroom guy. There we go. And yeah, that's the name I'm gonna give everyone. Also, you can come here. And boom. Oh, I got you. Okay, you can do that. And you can do that. So yeah, it's really important to raise your numbers. And also learn to multitask in the game. As you can see, I have these Pikmin right here in the back. Just doing that one automated task. And these ones over here, just working on this wall. It's really important to multitask in this game because without multitasking, everything would take so long. And then one thing you can do is just lock on to the fragments, and then the Pikmin will automatically swarm it. And because there were only 14 fragments, then, I had over 14 Pikmin, so it was immediately done. Also, you can carry that back a little bit faster. So, those Pikmin are just doing their thing, and then I'm also gonna send a few more, boop boop boop, just so we can go by a little bit faster. Again, the day is limited, as you can see by this clock up here on the screen. When the little sun icon reaches the end right here, that's the end of the day. But again, 13 minutes. That's how long the day lasts. Or is it 12? I'm pretty sure it's 13. But anyway, now that the Pikmin have carried back all of the fragments that they could, the bridge is complete and we can move on. Also, Pikmin pathing is really good in this game, but as you can see, Pikmin may still get stuck. And depending on the angle between you and the Pikmin, then yeah, there's a pretty good chance that they will be stuck. This right here is... Oh no! See? Oh my gosh! Pikmin AI! And I'm memeing. Oh no, water's lethal to Pikmin. I need to blow the whistle to call them back. So Pikmin are usually gonna try to swim back on their own, but if they're too far away, then they can't do it. They're usually gonna try to swim towards the captain, and you can use the whistle to speed that up. So they're gonna swim on their own towards the captain, so keep that in mind. But yeah, and also here we go. Before we fought the mushroom dude comma small, and this is the mushroom dude comma big. There are a few different ways to fight it, but since this one is sleeping and we can see that its butt is touching the ground, let's just charge the butt. Charge the butt. Boom, insta kill, pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have 14 there. That's 15. Okay, no, 13. Oh no, it is 15. Okay, just have a few working on the thing there, and then you two can carry the thing. And this right here is another data file that's gonna teach us about hiding. This is a new mechanic to Pikmin 3, where if you see something like this that looks like this, you know, like a little hut made of plants or whatever, then you can actually hide under it, and Pikmin will hide under it with you. Their AI is programmed to do that, and I love that so much. So if you're facing an enemy that is pretty tall and you need to retreat, then hiding is a very useful strategic option for you to use. So yeah, as we can hear by the jingle, the Pikmin that were working on the wall, they're done. There's always a little jingle whenever they're done doing a task, like we saw with the bridge and now the wall. So yeah, that's just a way of the game letting you know that, hey, your Pikmin are done, you can now do the thing that you were doing, and now they're doing nothing. Oh no! Brittany's just lying there! I hope I'm not too late. Oh, this could be bad. She's dead! Pick up, Brittany, pick up. Please still be alive. That's pretty morbid, not gonna lie. But anyway. Oh, good thing she has a tripod. That really enhances the video quality. Alf, sorry about that. I was just taking a little nap. So, you're close by? I love Brit. Why wasn't I moving, you ask? Well, you know me. I'm a pretty sound sleeper, even with all these creatures creeping around. I love Brittany. But never mind that. Listen, I discovered what it looks like to be a piece of fruit. It's over there. But I'm kind of stuck here for the time being. Could you go ahead and check it out for me? Sure, I'll do that. And they jump for joy because, hey, we found each other. Now, one thing that I think is really funny is that, as we can see, when we walked over here, Alf saw Brittany. But if we go over to our camera app, which is pretty much, oh, hey guys, hello, how you doing? Oh, we can turn the camera like this. Huh, that's cool. We can just rotate the gamepad. So, if we zoom into the Pikmin, we're gonna be out of focus because Alf doesn't know how to... Anyway, I'm just playing around with the camera. I love playing around with the camera. This is the wall where Brittany is behind, and yet we can... Oh, hi dude. And yet Alf was able to see her, even though there's this huge wall between the two of them. I don't get it. It's a plot hole, guys. It's a big plot hole. How did Alf see... Oh, no. Not like that. Don't be that kind of stupid. Wow, it's even bigger than I thought it would be. If this giant thing really is fruit, then we've hit jackpot. I'd like to analyze it at the Drake, but how do I get it there? Well, Alf, we use slave power. Again, it's not really slave power, it's a mutualistic relationship. As we saw, Alf is using the Pikmin to carry fruit back, and the Pikmin, in return, they get, you know, food, and they get to increase their numbers and repopulate and whatever. So as you can see right here, red Pikmin are completely ineffective against the crystal wall, the biggest enemy in the game. So the only direction we can go into is this one. And over here we see what looks like a piece of crystal, but there's something inside the crystal. And there's also a monster. This right here is the rock-swallowing jellyfish. As you can see, there's the official name right there. But I like making up names. I don't know if this one can kill Pikmin. I'm pretty sure it can, but not in this fight. So I'm not sure. Just toss your Pikmin. It's in the air, so you can swarm it with red Pikmin. So you have to throw them. And here we get introduced to rock Pikmin. They're so cute. I love them. Are these creatures Pikmin 2? No, they're Pikmin 3. They're giving me a funny look with their cold staring eyes. And as we can see, they are attracted to this crystal thing. We could just let them keep banging their head against the little crystal, and as you saw, it does damage the crystal, but it's a lot more effective to throw them, because when they're thrown, well, they're rocks. So when you throw rocks at thing, it really packs a really big punch. Fruit punch. No, it's not fruit punch, it's just a punch. So their onion was trapped inside the crystal. Since I have 2 types of Pikmin now, I should make a note of how to switch between them. And you press button. Yeah. And when I want to split them up by type, I'll use the charge command to dismiss the squad. So yeah. And now they're gonna automatically carry back the rock swallowing jellyfish. So yeah, they're very hard. Like rocks. I'm just gonna do that. Yesterday's foe is today's food. Well, nature really is... Oh. Analyzing. Nature really is analyzing. Oh, the Drake is sending us a message. Sending us? Oh right, you and the Pikmin, sure. Analyzing, recovery. Beep, boop, meep, more. This is the Sunseed Berry. And we can juice up the Sunseed Berry to make more provisions. Yes, this is the survival mechanic of this game. As we have by the number in the corner of the copad. There is a limited number of food. Well, we have a limited number of food. So we can only stay on this planet for so long before we perish to starvation. And the Kapita population dies. You know, extinction. Not really a good thing. So we don't want that to happen. So what the Drake does is that whatever fruit we carry back, it's gonna turn into juice so that we can, you know, stay on this planet a little longer. Yeah, trucks on the street. But also the Drake saves some seeds so we can carry it back to Kopai. So we get the juice and we get the seeds. It's a really good, easy mission. So there we go, the fruit file. But since I don't know much about plants, I'll ask Brittany to write the reports. She's the botanist after all. But because Brittany is not yet in our squad, if we check our fruit file, this is what we see. Yeah. That's a picture that I'm gonna take of the gamepad, because again, I don't really have a way of recording gamepad footage. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take a picture. So, boom, 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 boom. Also, rock Pikmin, they are really bad at carrying stuff back, because, oh, I had one rock too few. Look at how much recoil they have. Like, they really get knocked back really far. So sometimes when you throw a rock Pikmin at something, it's just gonna stand there. Because, yeah, as you can see right there, that guy's not carrying it back. It's not doing anything. So, yeah, their recoil is so great that sometimes that's what happens. So, you know, always keep an eye on your rocks. Don't just count on them to safely bring stuff back. New sprouts will be the same color as the Pikmin that retrieve the pallet or creature. Yeah. So now that we have 2 different types of Pikmin, I'm just gonna pluck a few. I'm not gonna pluck all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough. Okay. Yeah, now that we have 2 types of Pikmin, we have to keep an eye on the color of the number, because that's gonna tell us what type of Pikmin the recovered thing is gonna go to. So, what we can do with rock Pikmin, as we saw, is... I'm actually gonna dismiss them. Pick up only my rocks, because it's faster this way. Come on, charge. There we go. So, this first rush right here, it deals a lot more damage than just leaving them to keep charging, you know, keep hitting their heads slowly against the wall. So the first charge, it deals more damage, so it's easier to just whistle them back, and then, you know. Now, on this first day, what we could do, as we just saw, you know, with our greatest enemy ever, the crystal wall, we could just use rock Pikmin to break this wall again and rescue Brittany. But I don't want to do that. So, do something, Alfie. Sorry, I can't. My red Pikmin are useless against crystal walls. So, throwing leaders. Also, fun Easter egg. Throwback to the previous games. Or is it an Easter egg? Anyway, yeah, we could rescue Brittany, and with her help, we could get this piece of fruit right up here, which is called the citrus lump, also known as lemon. And then, you know, move on easier with the game. But there's a little something that I want to show off with Good, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, there's a little something that I wanna... No, let's get one. No, one. There. So you can have multiple Pikmin carrying stuff back, and it's gonna go to whatever the majority is. So you don't really have to worry about that. Now I also wanna throw some Pikmin up here just to bring this strawberry down. And then some rocks over here. Come on, come on. Okay. And then I actually don't want to bring the strawberry back through that path, because it's a little bit far away. So, you know, Pikmin are going to take whatever the shortest route is, and right now, because we don't really have a shorter route back to the Drake, yeah, they're going to go all the way around this path. So the strawberries here, they're going to do boom. But as we can see, we're building a bridge right here that's going to take us straight back to the Drake. So, just to be a little bit more efficient, just going to wait for the bridge to be ready, which it is right now. And then carry back the strawberry. So let's just charge this. There we go. And then our Pikmin are working. Let's also grab this data file, which is very useful. Look at this. A mushroom guy comma bigs. There we go. Eyeballs are its weakest point. That is very much true. Against mushroom guys comma big red, also known as potty ball barbs. You know, I am gonna keep making up names because I think it's fun. I like to exercise my creative muscles. Yeah. Against mushroom guys comma big. Sorry. Yeah, no, that's the name. Mushroom guys comma big / red. It's really easy to defeat them because they're usually sleeping. So, you know, it's like not a problem at all that we can just bum rush them. But against other types of mushroom guys comma big, they won't be sleeping, or they won't be as big of sleepers. You know, they won't sleep as soundly. So, keeping a reminder, like remembering that the eyeballs are the weak point is a really, and I do mean really, useful tip. So I'm just gonna deposit a few reds, that should be enough. Not too many, for reasons that I will talk about later, but yeah. Also, red Pikmin, they are immune to fire. I just want these guys to turn around. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit lonely and never come around. So, actually I just want 3, there. And I'm also gonna... So, yeah, they're immune to fire, so we can just throw them over there and leave them fighting the fire-breathing pigs. And a really useful thing is that... Now I'm actually gonna have everyone. Rock Pikmin. This right here is the Yellow Devil. Yeah, just like the enemy from Mega Man. And he's really dangerous because he can actually crush a lot of Pikmin without mercy. But Rock Pikmin are crush-proof. So, you know, they're really useful to fight Yellow Devils. Because, you know, they can't be crushed. Yeah. So this was a really big enemy back in the previous Pikmin games. But here in Pikmin 3, we have Rock Pikmin. So it's a lot easier to take care of them. Because again, crush-proof. And I'm also gonna take care of this one. Come here, rock. No, not the reds. So the rocks. Oh, it's gonna leap. Oh man, it really stayed in the air for really long there. Oh, did it actually bury my Pikmin? Oh no, I can just whistle it back. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering because like I don't remember ever seeing it burying a Pikmin. No, not the reds. Okay. There we go. So yeah, this is like the core mechanic. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Also, there's a butterfly right here. Boom. Kill that. Carry it back. Again, the recoil. So if I just left the rock Pikmin there, then it wouldn't carry back the butterfly. So the day's ending. Any Pikmin that are not within a safe area, which is near base or near an onion, or with a captain, they're gonna die. So yeah, this is a really big thing. I better call back the Pikmin who aren't in my squad before it's too late. That is a good idea, Alf. So yeah, see this guy right here, he wouldn't be carrying back. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then with my other rocks, boom, boom. Okay, carry that back. You're not gonna carry that back because you're too far away. Oh no, you are? Okay. Also, let's grab this data file. Rock Pikmin aren't crushed when trampled on. So yeah, that is the best way to fight yellow devils. Just keep that in mind whenever you're, you know, doing your thing. Oh, I didn't mean to pick this up. Shoot. Yeah. Anyway, this right here is the go here command. I actually wanted to save that for later because... should try it out soon. Yeah. That only works when you have multiple captains. And because we only have Alf, it's not really doing us a whole lot. And one over here. Oh. Oh! Oh no, this bridge is broken! But there are fragments on the other side. Yeah. The problem here is that we can't get up there. So we would need another captain in order to do that. So I'm just gonna have these Pikmin carry everything back. Everyone should make it back safely in time. And the reason why I deposited the reds, you know, a few minutes back is because of carrying stuff back. So I'm just gonna escort these guys. These ones are the ones that are gonna take the longest to carry everything back to the onion, to the black onion. And yeah, because the black onion is not at base, then they do have to carry it back all the way back to where the black onion is. So I'm just gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna escort them back. Because again, if a Pikmin, we can see like the number of Pikmin in danger is up here in the corner. If a Pikmin is not in base, well, near an onion, or with a captain, it's gonna die. And again, not gonna rescue Brittany today just so I can show off some cool stuff that not a lot of people show off because it's super easy to rescue Brittany. As you saw, I could have done it today, no problem. But yeah, I do want to show off the really cool thing. We have 10 seconds on the clock. I don't know if they'll manage to bring it back. So this is why you want to escort your Pikmin if the day is ending. Because if they don't bring everything back, then yeah, they're still carrying it. These guys should be fine. As you can see, they are in the safe zone and the number is ticking down. But these guys, 4, 3, yeah, they're not gonna make it. 2, 1. Okay, yeah. You really want to be safe. It's okay if they are with the captain. As you can see, I'm not in a safe zone. And those guys are, but Alf isn't. So yeah, they can stay with the captain. And there is actually a really good reason why I wanted to leave those Pikmin buried, not pluck them and, you know, deposit a few reds. Just so I would make sure that I would get these sprouts on the ground. And we're gonna see that tomorrow. This is the last day that I'm gonna do for today, for this episode. So yeah, there we go. No food for you, mushroom guy, come a big. And yeah, again, I'm gonna give these guys goofy nicknames. I do know their official names, so, you know, don't worry about going to the comments going like, yeah, the name is actually Spotty Bulborb, not Mushroom Guy Come a Big. So yeah, I know what the name is. I'm just like exercising my creative muscles. So as we can see, the Black Onion took flight with us, and it merged with the Red Onion. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this, because I do love the aesthetic of having multiple onions, like back in the other Pikmin games. But yeah, in this game they merged together, forming the Master Onion, which is just a very funny name. And that is super practical. I do like the practicity of it, but I think I like the aesthetic of having multiple onions more. I don't know which one I prefer, because again, practicality, my bad, versus aesthetic, not sure. So let's analyze this other Sunseed Berry. Meep, 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 meep. Yeah, and again, if we go into our apps, because we don't have Brittany, we still don't have a report on what the Sunseed Berry is. Oh, running low on battery. Okay. So there we go, we juice it up and we get a whole canister of food. Yes! Look at all this food just for me! So this is one of the things that happen if you don't rescue Brittany on the first day. Alf does the food report. Usually Brittany is the one to do that because she is the botany show, so she takes care of all the fruit and also the food. Why not? But if you don't rescue her on the first day, Alf is gonna do the food report thing. Though I am sorry that Brittany and the captain and Captain Charlie aren't here to share this with me. Yeah, Alf, he's so nice, always thinking of the others. So there we go. We have enough food to keep us fed for a little while. And on the next episode, I'm gonna show off a couple more things that we can do without Brittany in our squad. Well, a couple more fun things that happen if we don't have Brittany in our squad. And then I'm gonna rescue her and move on with this stuff. Again, graph of the end of the day. Pikmin sprouted, no deaths. I'm not gonna do a no death run, that would be insane. But yeah, we didn't have any deaths today. So there we go, this is the end of the day. And again, we get a little diary entry. And this is another big reason why I didn't want to rescue Brittany, because there are like, well, there are exactly 138 different diary entries. And, you know, they're gonna vary depending on what you accomplish throughout the day or don't accomplish. So, because in this day I got one piece of fruit, found rock Pikmin, but did not rescue Brittany, this is the entry that we get. Analyzing the recovered fruit back at the Drake, it was deemed suitable for Kopita consumption. There's gotta be more where that came from. Also, it looks like these hard-bodied rock Pikmin are sticking around, which is good news. With their help, I'm sure I'll be able to reach Brittany soon. There it is. So yeah, if we had rescued Brittany, we would get another diary entry, and again, it's super easy to rescue Brittany, so most people, most Let's Plays that you'll find on YouTube, are gonna show this. Well, not this, the one where he does rescue Brittany. But I wanted to show this one off because it's just cool. But anyway, that's all that we can do for today. Next time on Pikmin 3, we are going to rescue Brittany and see what else what is it called? What's the name of this place? The Forest, no, not the Forest Navel, the Forest of Hope! Yeah, we're gonna see what else the Forest of Hope has for us. So, thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'll see you on the next one with more Pikmin. Goodbye!